Welcome back to another post-game Montreal Canadiens against the Tampa Bay Lightning, game number 4. And yes, they did it because the Montreal Canadiens win an OT with a second goal of the night of Josh Anderson. And the Montreal survive is going to be in Tampa Bay Wednesday night. So don't go nowhere to learn more about this game between the Tampa Bay and Montreal Canadiens. Ole, 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 ole. Yes, the Montreal Canadiens, they did it again. They come back another win and OT by a second time this playoff 2021 NHL. Josh Anderson score is fifth of the playoff and gave another chance for Montreal Canadiens to play an extra game. We'll see what happening Wednesday night, but wow, what a big game for the Montreal Canadiens. Carey Price was unbelievable. Listen, this was exciting. If you have never been nervous as a fan, this game was the reason I love the NHL playoff. This was unbelievable. We have to give credit for the Tampa Bay. They give everything, but again, Carey Price for the first time in that playoff, again, the Tampa Bay stand up, and it was unbelievable. Exactly what he did the first 3 rounds. And listen, we're going to go through his friend's stat. I'm going to teaching you or show to you all the goal of the game tonight with some coaching about those goals and what they did right and what they did wrong. So don't go nowhere. We're going to be back right away. Yes, the Montreal Canadiens. This was the first goal of the game by Josh Anderson. One of the 2 goals he did tonight again the Tampa Bay Lightning. But listen, this was unbelievable. And we have to start this way. What are you talking about, Coach? I want to show you what Dominique Champ did this morning. He decided to remove 3 players on the normal roster since the beginning, this playoff. They took out Merrill, Gustafsson, and KK Kokanemi. They bring in Jake Evans, Romanov, and Kulak. I'm going to show to you all 3 have an amazing, great game tonight for the Montreal Canadiens. Romanov, of course, have a goal, but I will show to you what Jake Evans did prior to that goal over there. So, but let's dive in right away here, and I'm going to show you the goal and the things on the table. So what happening this one over there, guys, is listen, not only did change Dominique Champ 3 players and bring 3 new ones, they modify his line. Now, Toffoli back with Dano and Gallagher. Lehkonen played with Jake Evans and Lehkonen. And finally, Josh Anderson played with Caulfield and Suzuki. So we have to give credit for the Dominique Champ. He was not afraid to make some change, and he paid the evidence last night. Of course, the Carey Price was unbelievable. The final score last night, Montreal Canadiens 3, the Tampa Bay Lightning 2. And let's dive in a bit more the score sheet of the game. You can see Anderson score, Romanov, Anderson, second of the night, and OT for the Lightning. Goodrow and Maroon scored the second goal of the playoff for them. Maroon has tied the game after 13:48, third period, to push this game to the OT. And then Montreal came back with a goal. It was the first time also since the beginning of that playoff. Montreal scored the first goal of the night, so that changed everything. I think that will give them the confidence they need, and we'll see what happens Wednesday night. But listen, this is great for the Montreal Canadiens. I want to bring to you now the stat of the game for both teams. First of all, Montreal Canadiens shot 21 times. Tampa Bay 34 times on Carey Price. The face-off, Montreal win 52 again, 48. Power play, unbelievable power play for Montreal on PK for Montreal Canadiens, 0-5. The last minute of the third period, the first 3 minutes on OT, Montreal play and PK for 4 minutes after an ice stick of Shea Weber and the face of Audrey Palat. And Montreal resists are the biggest power play in the playoff this year. And Montreal also in power play have 0-1 tonight. They hit 36-35 advantage Tampa Bay. The block shot 19 Montreal, 16 the Tampa Bay. 20-minute penalty for Montreal Canadiens, 12 for the Tampa Bay. 20 also gave away puck. That's another bad stat for the Montreal, and only 13 for the Tampa Bay. Here the lead of the Tampa Bay. Of course, many players have 1 point. I just mentioned Coleman also have 5 shots on the carry price tonight, and the 2I is Victor and McDonald at 27 and 2 seconds. And then maybe the worst stat for Vasilevsky is on the playoff, and this year with a save percentage of 8, 5, and 7, they only stopped 18 or 21 shots he faced tonight. And then for the Montreal, Josh Anderson has 2 goals tonight, 2 points. Cole Caulfield also have 2 points tonight. The shot is Josh Anderson shot also 3 points, 3 times on Vasilevsky. 2I, Jordan Edmondson, great game for him, 28-09 in finale. Carey Price came back like he was before, save percentage 9-4-1, and he stopped 32 of the 34 shot he faced tonight. Let's move on to the 3-star of the game. The 3rd star, Carey Price. Like I said, save percentage 9-4-1. The 2nd star of the game, again, for the Montreal Canadiens, Nick Suzuki. A great game yesterday. 1 assist, but a great chance. 3 chance opportunities. He was amazing last night. And the 1st star of the game, Josh Anderson. 2 goals, the first of the night and also the last of the night, and the most important thing, the goal winner and OT at 3 minutes 57. This is what Josh Anderson he was for the Montreal Canadiens all year long. He was a little bit quiet, but what I'm thinking on the 5 goals he did this year, always he make a big goal, tie the game, first goal of the night or the goal winner. Remember, he have also a goal winner goal prior that goal last night and OT for the Montreal Canadiens. So great game from him, to be honest with you. I want to give you a little bit of recap of the game number 4 for the Montreal Canadiens. Price performance, unbelievable last night. Make the big save at the right time. And I think that's make a huge difference, I'll be honest with you, for the Montreal Canadiens to win that game. The PK, unbelievable. The PK with Philippe Danault and Biron and Lekonen and Armia and Toffoli and Suzuki have an amazing, great night last night. That's the thing. And talking about Chariot, Edmondson, Romanov, Weber, Petrie as a defenseman, they shut down completely the power play of Tampa Bay. Listen, this is not easy, but they did that. Finally, the second line on fire. We talk about Cole Caulfield, Josh Anderson, and Nick Suzuki. They have 5 points yesterday, 2 goals, 3 assists. Great performance of them. Dominic Sean, the move he did. 3 player out, 3 player in. The change of the lines. We have to give credit for the head coach last night, Dominic Sean. The shutdown from Philippe Danault, Gallagher, Toffoli on Brennan Point and Kucherov. Both of them at 0 point yesterday. Congratulations for Danault. Since the beginning of the playoff, this Danault is unbelievable. Play over 20 minutes last night. And finally, the transition and the number of the time attempts shot for the D Montreal was amazing last night. Maybe one of the best of that series for sure. And to bring the fact, the speed of Kulak and Romanov on the transition changed a lot the way the Montreal played a little bit. And that's make a plus for me. Congratulations to both of them, to be honest with you. I want to show to you a little bit, a quick video of Kulak. He make a change right there. Can you see the carry-on puck right there? The stick angling, moving up, forward, backward, transition forward. And look what he's doing right now. You have a perception to see the puck right there in front of him. Look, skating right there and kick out the puck. If this is the goal of the first goal of Josh Anderson, see the pass to Ski and Caulfield, what he did, back to Ski, and then carry on over there, lay down Savard completely down, and check Anderson at the top of your screen. Is coming behind the 3 players now inaptized by the puck. We see Maroon over there. You can see they just looking for the puck. Anderson smart, go around behind, check, and boom, first goal of the night on the mission, to be honest with you. Now, what I want to talk to you a little bit is this part over there. I'm going to teach you a little bit hockey here. Well, I'll give, maybe not teaching you, but give you an idea how I see this. See what Jake Evans did yesterday. Now, he see Vasilevsky have the puck. He see he going to rim the puck. He see a pressure of Biron on Cernak. Then Jake Evans, he knows he's going to return the puck to the board. And that's what makes it fun right there for the Montreal Canadiens last night about that one over there. Let's moving back the screen. I don't like when this happening. But let's move on. Check the next slide. Jake Evans take a decision right there. He retrieved the puck right there. Great anticipation of Jake Evans right there. Retrieving the puck. Then after that, look what's happening. Let's move on. The next one. Look what he does. He did a pass to Romanov, to the board, to the hash mark, to Romanov. And now when I want to pay attention to you, Romanov shoot the puck, and then Lekonen screen Varlamov. He can Vasilevsky. You can see Vasilevsky cannot see anything. Look his head. Look, the puck's coming in front of Lekonen, and Lekonen is at the right spot to make a screen, and that's the way he can beat Vasilevsky. Great anticipation of Varlamov, and not Varlamov, Jesus, of the Evans with Lekonen and Romanov to shoot the puck. Now, here's the goal of the first goal at Tampa Bay. Chapter 3 turnover. We have to give credit right now to Rand McDonald here. He anticipate this. He make a stick right there. And now what happened with the puck? The puck go out the way to another direction. You're going to see there Coleman, right? Pick up the puck right there. The 27 is McDonald. Edmondson going to pick up Coleman. Petrie should go back to get McDonald. And then Caulfield is outside the blue line right here. He should come back quickly. We can see now Gord is going to the bench, look like. Let's move on to the next screen. Here we go. Stop right now. So now you have Petrie pick up McDonald. Edmondson is on Coleman. Now, Caulfield, you have to be a little bit more aware of what's going on around him. He forgot Goodrow. He's going to get direction to Coleman. That's what a mistake for him. But I want to see at the bottom, you really see Suzuki right now, number 14. And that's what Suzuki have to get better. He need to learn more on the back-checking side. This is not the first time. If you study all the goal, he does it. Let's move on to the next screen. Next picture. Stop right here. Now, you can see right now, Petrie pick up McDonald. His first mistake of Petrie, his stick is on the wrong side. It should be under McDonald. That he go on that side over there. Because if his stick was on the left side, he can pick up the stick of McDonald, or he can pushing McDonald from the inside to the outside, not from the outside to the inside. Now, here's the problem. The biggest problem is Suzuki right here on Goodrow. Suzuki from the blue line until the next picture I'm going to show to you, he never stride. He never give a stride to get up the speed on Goodrow. He only glide. And that's what's happening right there. The next I'm talking about. Check about this. Too late for Suzuki. Now he tried to catch up with the stick on the air like that. And Goodrow is going to have an empty net over there. The problem, Suzuki, if he was skating all the way with Goodrow, he had no goal. The details of the game, guy, is so important about that. The details of the game. Caulfield was a little bit out, but the problem there, Petrie turnover, bad coverage. Thirdly, Suzuki have to get better on that one over there, to be honest with you. Let's move on. The last goal of the game for the Tampa Bay is the one by Maroon, the veteran Maroon. Here's the point here. Veterans, smart, Maroon. It's not first time. Look, he's going to create light interference against Kulak. And hockey, that's called interference. First, Toffoli make a mistake right there. Talk about puck management. Toffoli lose the puck at the blue line. He refused to put the puck deep in the zone. That's the first time happening for Montreal. Remember? But that's create the turnover. Maroon create interference on Kulak. Let's move on. Then when he did this, he opened up a 2 versus 1. Tyler Johnson with him. It was too late for Kulak to come back, and you're going to see the goal. Right here. Can see now Kulak with Maroon. We have to give credit for Bat Maroon. And here we go. an empty net for, I believe Carey Price should a little bit better on that one over there. It was not Johnson, it was Matthew, Joseph on that one. Maroon and empty net, scored the second goal of the game. Kulak too late to recovery about that. But again, this was great by Bat Maroon, to be honest with you. That was make a big friend right there. So I just want to mention to you about everything like that, what happening during the game. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Next game, game number 5, Wednesday night in Tampa Bay. Again, the game at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. The Montreal Canadiens, the Blue Blanc Rouge, going to return to the Tampa Bay and try to survive and maybe possible to come back in Montreal after that. We'll see what's happening. But great game last night, an amazing, great performance for the Montreal Canadiens. Carey Price. One thing I want to mention, it's not on the nowhere. 0 goals, 0 point last night. But he have an amazing, great night. Shea Weber. OMG, it was physical. That's maybe the biggest game of Shea Weber on the physicality, on Brennan Point, on everybody. It was dirty last night, Weber, with his stick and everything like that, his body. We have to give credit. So thanks again to join us today. Hopefully you enjoy it. Please don't forget to subscribe and to like and comment about this video and share this, what we bring to you. And look forward to see you next time. Have an amazing, great day. Bonne journée, mes amis. On se reparle un peu plus tard. Merci beaucoup d'être ici encore une fois avec The Hockey Nation Live Show.